reality on ground. It's based on the availability of funds to you to finance it. So we do not want to take things halfway. It's the actual activities, and if you could provide the full funds requested, I think immigration would be in another planet. So we do not want, we had wanted not to do things bit by bit or halfway. We decided to capture the completeness of our activities. That's why it's increased, taking into consideration inflation. It's increased from 18 billion to 18 million to 21 million.
And added to that, when you talk about digitalization, we all know that's constant.
So is that something?
Yes, it has to do. It has to do with the digitalization.
So
it has to do with, sir.
What is digitizing?
Our core services. You have to apply for your passport. No more hard copies. You go online, you apply, and then automatic. You have just like as it is done for the national ID card. All right. You complete your application form, an automatic text message or an email is sent to you as to when you should go for your biometric. You go back for your biometric immediately, and they have captured your biometric. An automatic message is sent to your phone to tell you the time you should go collect your passport.
So where can you find this in your
to digitalize? Right, we don't want to, and then it also has to do with the transformation. Okay, the cost for the transformation. It also has to do with that. Now, like I said, please visit us today.
Okay, so
that's the difference in the group. Now, when it comes to customer care, you don't have that influx of people coming directly to the building. You go down to the basement. We have done a lot of comfortable benches, etc. You have a PS system wherein you will recall you. If you don't have business in the building, you don't enter. So that is what we have done. You go there now, you see. If you come to collect your passport, you sit down at the basement and your name will be called through the PA system. If you come for your biometric, you go, and you find out when you go to the second floor before and you want where you took your biometric. And you have these very good perfumes that comes out in the air. So now we have also installed comfortable benches. Okay. All right, it is just 20 people we need there.
Thank you very much. I think we listened to the presentation. We've had the questions the facilitators have asked, and now I'll go to our partners because they help us in terms of monitoring what you do and all the plans you have. They help us there on the field. They help us in terms of monitoring. So we have to go to them. But as I want to round up this session, we started late. I want to round it up by 11:30. So I'm going to limit the questions. I'm going to give you three people, one question each. Please don't thank them. I've already thanked them for you. DBOCs, 3 DBOCs, NSAs 2.
I don't congratulate, neither thank the presenters, but the concern I'm raising. I want the immigration to actualize their presence in the districts. When you go to Kono, you never know that there is immigration office there or the immigration department. Then the border US, it's true that Kwedi Oldie is constructed 10 border posts. But the border posts are not actually manned well. If you go there, you will not see them. You will not even see their presence. Whether your challenges, we have your challenges that because of mobility. No matter what happens, what the local people at that point are doing, if they do, it's fine. Most of them work on foot to go to that. Especially when you go to Boboma, you go to Jida, people move on their feet to come to access their facilities. If they also can do that, it's fine. Because we are all living in the local community. And local community should be developed with local materials. And we are the local materials.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Yes, please.
Yeah, Ada Pasikalan from Kenema EDC. My concern here is the construction of 12 new borders posts and enforcement 2 new existing ones. We want to know the areas because we have to follow. So we like to know the areas, not just 12 new border posts and 2 new existing. We don't know where and the areas.
Okay, thank you. That's one.
Yes, for bond. That's important. About 65% of bonds, coastal line, bond and Pujeru, we are really living in an open place where people can through Nigeria and put coastal line. So like, they living in bond districts. Open place, no presence of the immigration officers, asking the Ministry of Finance to please every year the province to visit us, but nothing like that. Asking the Ministry of Finance to give them their budget this year so that they can also help us crossing border line from along the coast of Pujero and Bond districts. Is that also, sir?
Yes. Thank you.
Really, the place is open. People walk on foot by sea to bonds, where there's no crossing point of personnel. So please give them this money so that for the way forward, they are asked for so that they can be able to do a very good job.
Thank you very much. MSAs 2.
Yeah, good morning. Mohammed Salian of State Actors. This partially goes to the ministry. I am also talking really to the Ministry of Finance to look at the differences in terms of this budget approve and budget allocation. Because I believe that these differences also affect the migrations activities. And what has been your follow-up, like in 2022, there was 700 and something thousand difference. I'm sure these are differences for activities implementation. And the area where I also want immigration to critically look at, or other MDAs to look at, is the area of this waiver thing. This is really crucial for immigration because sometimes these waivers are even being set based on arrangements with some of these MDAs. So you really look at these things because it will affect the revenue generations, as you have said, and try to improve on the advocacy of our passport issues. A lot of things normally comes up and people in the provinces can be easily misled. We passport get issue, Sierra Leone passport, we go na so, then plug and this they happen. And this is not the case because, well, for example, a month ago I was in the US and I read from the internet, hey, we passport we plug and on side, now this can happen, we passport not effective so. So let there also be some advocacy around how many countries we have to visit without visa. These are all the things that is very important. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Those are important points. Yes, sir.
Yes, can you please take me to your budget execution? Kind of 2023? Anyone you take.
No, you have to be specific.
Go to 2020.
You have to be specific, 2022 or 2023.
Take me to the one that you received funding for, sir. The one that
We
you just
received funding for 2022 and we received funding for 2023. Which 2022? Because you, my point why I'm asking you, you know the question you want to ask, so it's based on the page
Go
of
to
the one.
slide 14. Let me read 14. Page 14.
We are very much as NSCs to be actually fulfill the way and manner how the mega resources being allocated by the Ministry of Finance and the identity. That will prepare our minds to toe the line of support. You are not just here to support, say, approve or advance. Okay? But want to have financial progress in the spending. Now, coming to my question. Madam Chair, you limited us with only one, right?
Yes, one person.
Only one. Now, you have not really helped us. You have not really helped us to take us through in the area of your interest or intention in the area of managing all these areas, which requires a huge chunk of money because synergy building is very key. Now, like Gambia districts, for example, you have a lot of number of illegal border crossing points. So in that respect, how do you as a department intend to achieve the objective from the little resources that you are receiving here to achieve the objective of manning the border without getting non-state actors, civil society, people who are residents in that district, who are very much familiar with the terrains, to actually join forces with you in identifying the tricks that are being played by people that are really using escape routes to destroy our economic generation.
Thank you.
Maybe lastly, please, Madam Chair, you spoke about the quality of the passports. I had a sour experience in France when I was following the queue with other international travelers. Going into the digital system, I felt very much disgraced. My passport was rejected until when I took up the approach of the manual, going back to the line, being behind people. And so please, if we are talking about digitalization, let it don't just be limited within the paperwork. And the issue of encouraging people floating around the immigration as agents receiving money from people in the name of I am connected to the powers that be is very important. So also take note of that. Thank you very much. No, it is being said we are going to almost also, so rather than just the director seated here, we as CSOs from the independent perspective will also follow up. It's very key. Immigration has been doing very well.
Thank you very much. CSOs, two. Okay, so the press. Two from the press, please. If we have any questions.
If you don't have question, don't worry. Ask your question, it's fine. We need to ask as a matter of must.
I just want to ask the immigration, how long does it take to issue a passport? And when do you hope to go full digital?
Okay.
Say
Yes.
somebody.
Yes. Mohammed Iwaib. I'm concerned because the last time I wanted to have passports, emergency passports. I don't know what the cost, so I called someone and the individual said emergency passport is 5 million euros. I don't know if that is true. I just want to clear that. And the delays in terms of processing this passport, it takes more than weeks, 2-3 weeks for one to get their passport. I've been a victim. That's why I'm sharing my experience. So I want to know if that's the case, or what are some of the issues set in place to mitigate some of these challenges people are facing.
Okay, thank you very much. Let's go back to you so you can answer, give responses to some of these concerns, comments, questions.
Can I just add a point, or just respond to the point that the gentleman raised there about traveling to France and trying to use the automated border entry and it didn't work? That's not because of the passport. What those countries do, they designate countries that can use their automated system. Say, for example, say US citizen can use that automated system, and sierraleone can designate that. So if you try to use the automated system, it wouldn't work.
So maybe
So it's important. Yeah, I understand, but these things work on the basis of. I think it's more complex than that. I think it's based on. I can tell you a little bit about the UK one right now, whereby it's limited only to European nationals, the US, Australia, Japan. I think those sort of developed nations or advanced nations. It doesn't apply to developing countries at all. So it doesn't work. So even if your passport is the most sophisticated one in the world, if it's not designated to use on the automated system, it will never work. So it's got nothing to do with the quality of our passport. So just wanted to respond.
And then also
There are some basic questions.
Yes,
how
the emergency, the cost for emergency. We don't have emergency services. We don't have emergency services. We don't. Okay. Well, your agents also they want extra, so they say you will also note that even when you give, let's say for example, you even pay that 5 million, you still have the delay. Because when you talk about emergency, when they give it to you, when you pay today, by tomorrow, next tomorrow, you have it. Yes. So that is what we are working when we go digital. An extra cost for express services would be. And even if I am in Bo, or in the United States or France or Germany, if I want that express services to be granted to me, I pay that cost, and then we send it through DHL. So that is how we are thinking. That's how when we go digital, that express services, the cost would be added. If you are in Boy or in Freetown, you don't have that time. You are all busy. You know, you are here with your different meetings in the Ministry of Finance, but you want it to be delivered to you. Okay, you just give us the address and everything. We deliver it to you. That is how we are planning. That is what we are doing. That's why we want to go digital. Okay, so there is nothing like emergency. Right, so if they have eaten your money on emergency, so we are sorry about it, right? Then when do we intend to go digital, to fully go digital? That, as I said, to go digital, the processes have started, okay, and we hope to probably launch it by early next year, okay. Then to go fully digital. Okay, and the passport process honestly should not take more than 10 days. Walking. So